Hello everybody, Interiteri back again with another video. Today's video, guys, is going to be a topic that is that many people around the world speaks about. Who will end with most Grand Slams, Federer, Nadal or Djokovic. And you know my opinion, guys. I've said it a couple of times in different videos throughout the year. And today's topic will be why do I believe Rafael Nadal will be that player who will end with most Grand Slam titles when it's all said and done. My top 5 reasons. And let's get into it and not waste any time. On my number 5th place, guys, why? And the 5th place is the least likely, the least reason, because it is on the 5th place, and the 1st place, of course, is the most likely reason. It is the number 1 reason why I do believe. It is pretty obvious. You guys understand this. All right. On my number 5th place, I have Rafa's that he is good in all the Grand Slams. He is dangerous, super dangerous, murderous dangerous in all the 4th Grand Slam that he plays. He is top 3 favorite in all the Grand Slams. He is top 3 favorite in Australian Open. He is the number 1 favorite in French Open, the overwhelming favorite, and he will be that till the day that he retires. He is top 3 favorite in Wimbledon, and he is top 3 favorite for sure in US Open. Just look at his result last year. He was in 3 Grand Slam finals, Australia, French and US Open. Won 2 of them, French Open and US Open. The only slam that he didn't play the final last year was in that Wimbledon, and it took a superior Roger Federer to stop him there in that semi-final. That was one of Roger's best performances last year, together with that demolishing, crushing victory he produced against Novak Djokovic in that last tournament of the year, in that Nitto ATP finals, in that round-robin match. So, that is on my number 5th place. Rafa is good in all the slams. And somebody of you can say, but that is the case with Federer as well, and with Novak as well. Yeah, it is the case with Federer as well, and Novak as well, but not in the same way as with Nadal. Federer is not top 3 favorite in French Open to mention one tournament of these big 4. He's not, in my opinion. But Djokovic, yes, Djokovic is top 3 favorite in all the 4 tournaments. He is. I agree on that. But with Federer, not. He's not top 3 in French Open, for sure. But in Australia, in Wimbledon and US Open, yeah, I should say Federer maybe is top 3. Not maybe in US Open, that can be discussed. But in Australia and in Wimbledon, for sure, Federer is top 3. All right, we go on. Then we go to my number 4th place. My number 4th place is Rafa's winning mentality. Rafa's winning mentality is out of this world, guys. I have never seen a guy who wants to win every single point like Rafael Nadal. And somebody you can say, but that is the case with Federer as well and Novak as well. Not in the same way. No, guys, it isn't. I have seen all these top 3 guys over 15 years now. Federer and Djokovic, they don't play tennis like their life was on the line like Nadal does in every single point. No, they don't, guys. Rafa have no mercy. He wants to win every single point. He doesn't. I've talked about this before. Rafa, he's not satisfied. He's not happy just only breaking once or breaking twice in a set. He wants to break every single serve of his opponent. He wants to win 6-0, 6-0, 6-0, if that's possible, which is not very often, almost never. He wants to win every single point. His winning mentality. That's why when he was down 1-5 against Medvedev in that Nitto ATP finals match, everybody should have given up there. Even Djokovic and even Federer, they should have given up, but not Nadal. He turned that match around against Medvedev and also saved 1 match point, I believe, and won the match in the end 2-1, won that 3rd set tiebreak. Nadal is unique in that way, guys. He really is. And that's why and this is my number 4 reason on my number 4th place why I believe that Rafa, in the end of the day, when it's all said and done, he will be that player who will end with most Grand Slam titles. Because his winning mentality is not only on a tennis player, it is the biggest, it is the most outrageous winning mentality that I have ever seen in one athlete. No matter which sport we're talking about here. I have never seen a guy like Rafael Nadal who wants to win every single point. You mentioned which sport you'd want: basketball, soccer, ice hockey, football, swimming. You name it, guys. Rafa is unique in that way. So I have to give him a big credit for that, and he's on my number 4th place. And the reason for on my top 5 list is his winning mentality on my number 4th place. On my number 3rd place, I have Rafa's ability to take care business with this next gens. Yeah, guys, this is not any secret. We all know that Rafa takes care of the next gens better than what Federer does and what Novak does. This is not any secret. We all know this. Just look at the numbers, really. Medvedev has never defeated Nadal. Zverev has only defeated Nadal once. Tsitsipas has defeated Nadal only once. Shapovalov has defeated Nadal only once. He takes really good care of on the next gens, which is not the case in the same way with Federer and with Djokovic. Djokovic has big troubles with next gens. Yeah, I know they have not taken down Djokovic in the slams yet, because it is the slams that are the biggest trophies in tennis. We all know that, but it is not a matter of if. It is only a matter of time. They will do it sooner or later. They will start to take down the Djokovic on the slams as well, this next gens. Maybe this year, but for sure next year. I'm pretty confident about that. And Federer, they are already starting to do that. Tsitsipas, for example, he defeated Federer in last year Australian Open. And Thiem is taking down Djokovic in slams already. We all know that Thiem has defeated Djokovic several times in French Open. Several times. So this is only on my number 3rd place why I have Rafa Nadal ending up with more slams. And the reason why, to talk about a little reason why these next gens are having much trouble with Nadal than what they are having with Djokovic and Federer, is because Nadal is so consistent. Nadal doesn't give any 3 points away. He sends the message to all these next gens that I am not a Santa Claus. I don't celebrate Christmas Eve on a tennis court. I do it home in Mallorca, not on the tennis court. If you want to beat me, you have to earn the victory. I will not give that away to you for free. So that is the reason why these next gens have so much troubles against Rafa Nadal. He makes you pay for your mistakes. He makes you earn. You have to earn every single point to defeat Rafa Nadal when you face him, especially in big tournaments, in Grand Slams and Masters. And that is not exactly the case with Novak and with Federer, especially with Federer. We all know that Federer has a beast mode level. When he plays a beast mode, Federer is more or less untouchable. But when Federer has those down periods, when he shows with those horrible level, then Federer can give matches away. Which is not the case with Nadal. That's why I have done videos in the past and I've said that Nadal doesn't have that horrible level. Federer and Djokovic, they have 5 levels, and one of those 5 levels is the lowest level, is the horrible level. Federer and Djokovic, they have a horrible level, average level, super great level, horrible level, average level, good level, super great level, and beast mode level. Federer and Djokovic have this. Nadal doesn't have that 5th level. He doesn't have that horrible level. Nadal have average level, good level, super great level, and beast mode level. Nadal's horrible level doesn't exist, and that's why Rafa is and that's why this next gens has so much trouble with Nadal, and not and not with Federer and Djokovic in the same way. So that is on my number 3rd place is Rafa takes good care of the next gens better than Federer and Djokovic does. On my number 2nd place, it is Rafa's consistency. Rafa is so consistent. He is so bloody consistent. He doesn't, like I said earlier, he doesn't give 3 points away. Nobody can, nobody is in Rafa's league on this part when it comes to. He really needs to win every single point. You need to win it. Rafa is always up here. He doesn't go down in his level. He will always make you pay for mistakes. He will make you pay if you don't take your opportunities. If you give Rafa the finger, he will take your soul. So, and it is all about consistency. And you can see on his result last year in 2019, he wins 58 matches and only loses 7. That is bloody consistent. And if you look at his slams results, like I said earlier, 3 Grand Slam finals and 1 semi-final, and it took a superior Roger Federer to stop him in that semi-final in Wimbledon. So Rafa's consistency level is also making me believe why he will end with most Grand Slam titles in the end of the day when it's all said and done. Djokovic and Federer, they are not as consistent in every single point, in every single match, in every single week, in every single month, like Rafael Nadal is. They are not. They can take vacation in a match for one set, 40 minutes, 30 minutes. Rafa doesn't take that kind of vacations, guys. Djokovic and Federer can sometimes celebrate Christmas Eve in a tennis court. That is not the case with Rafael Nadal. Like I said, Rafa doesn't celebrate Christmas Eve in a tennis court. Forget that. So, on my number 2nd place is Rafa's consistency level, why I believe he will end up with most Grand Slam titles in the end of the day when it's all said and done. And my number 1 reason, guys. Are you ready to hear my number 1 reason? You probably are very curious by now to hear my number 1 reason. And it will not come as a shock. Alright, here it comes. Of course, it is French Open, guys. It is French Open. What else? French Open is on my number 1 reason why I believe Rafael Nadal will end up with most Grand Slam titles when it's all said and done. Why? Because Djokovic and Federer doesn't have a Grand Slam tournament where they are the winner 99% before the event starts. They doesn't. Djokovic have the Australian Open with 7 titles, but Rafa has 12 in French Open, 5 more for God's sakes. Federer has the Wimbledon with 8 titles, but Nadal has French Open still with 12, 4 more than Federer. Djokovic and Federer, they are much more vulnerable in their best Grand Slams. Djokovic can lose matches much more than what in Australia, what Nadal can do in French. Federer can, of course, lose matches in Wimbledon much more than what Rafa can do in French. Rafa Nadal, for God's sakes, he has won 93 matches in French Open and only lost 2. For God's sakes, that is outrageous. If you play money for Rafael Nadal to win French Open, you will not get any money, for God's sakes. Why? Because he is the crazy, overwhelming favorite there. And he has only an injury can stop him there, or a superior Dominic team over 5 sets if Dominic team can hold it together. But it is not always the case. Dominic team can sometimes overhit his shots, which he did in last year's French Open. He did bloody, outrageous, 2 great first 2 sets against Nadal in that final, but in the 3rd and the 4th set, good Dominic team, he just disappeared. He was overhitting too much. So there you have my top 5 reasons why Rafa Nadal will end up with most Grand Slam titles when it's all said and done. On my number 5th place, it is He's good in all the slams still. On my fourth place, he's winning mentality. He wants to win every single point. On my third place, he takes good care of the next gens, better than Federer and Djokovic. On my second place, he's so bloody consistent. His consistency level is out of this galaxy, guys. And on my first place, of course, it is because he is so overwhelming favorite in French Open. And I don't think that he has won. I don't think that he has won the French Open for the last time. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and bye-bye.